Dear subscriber, today the topic are the power factor fundamentals and what is the power factor fundamental to operate and stable of a device. The usually definition of power factor is the terms of this phase relation of a voltage and the current in a sense in a sine wave in an internationally avoid because it is abstract and difficult to translate into the simple physical concept used here is based on the fact of there are two type of current, AC current, and a partially helpful to understand the effect of a power factor on a system operation and the understanding the capacitor application. Although the following decision on a fundamental is written around the using of a capacitor because these are generally are the most practically and economically means for improving the power factor. These fundamentals are also applied to the other method such as the synchronous motor and the condensers. The current required by an induction motor transformer, fluorescent lamp, induction heating, and the furnace resistance welders etc. may be considered to made up of two separate kind of a current, monetizing current and the power producing current. Some loads such as incident light and required only a power producing current. Power producing current or a working current is a current which is converted by equipment into the useful work such as the tuning of a length, making of a welding pump water. The unit of measurement of a power factor power produced is in a kilowatt, and the magnetizing current, also known as the wattless reactive and non-working current, in a current which is required to produce the fluorescent are necessary to operate the induction devices. Without the magnetizing current, energy not flow through the core of a transformer or across the air gap in a induction motor. The unit measuring by a magnetizing volt ampere is a kilovolt ampere kVr. The total current is a current that reduces the ammeter in a circuit is generally made up of both magnetizing and the power producing in the unit of a measurement and the total volt ampere or apparent power in the kilowatts. Appearance power in a kilowatt. Most of a AC system and requires both kilowatt and the kilovrs. The arithmetically every day follows these rules of a 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. It is unfortunately that instead of following such a simple rules of addition of a kilowatt and the kilowatts, current follows the principle of a geometry and the kilovolt ampere kilowatt component of a circuit are each 2 ampere. Finding the two current may be found within the right angle relation as in the kilowatt current and total current 2 square plus 2 square total current square and 4 plus 4 means total current squares. As may seen in it become a total current is equal to 2.83 ampere. Therefore a 2 plus 2 does not equal to the 4. And the following useful formula apply for a kilowatt and the kilowatt substitute to the following these respectively. About the power factors, if you have a confusion and not be clear that power factor, so I have explained about a simple definition of a power factor like as a what is power factor. Power factor may be expressed as a ratio of a power producing current in a circuit or a total current in a circuit. Other definition of a power factor which is generally more useful in the ratio of kilowatt hour working in a total kVA in the period power. Stated about the maybe power factor is a factor which the apparent power must be multiplied in order to obtain the working power. For a cause of illustration, the factors is and the standardization of a power factor is 0.8 R is in a commonly expressed the 80% the angle included between the kVA and the kilowatt component is called the power factors. Power factors is designed by a symbol of a theta or in a cos theta. Other power factor is a lagging power factor or a leading power factor. The term of a leading and a lagging power factor are an apparent to be confusing. They are a meaningless unless direction of a both kilowatt and kilowatt hours in the flow of generally. However, in an industrial plant, only the load power factor is considered, in which the cause of following rule may be useful in a difference between the leading and the lagging power factors. The power factor is the lagging in the loading required kilowatt. If you load furnished 8 kilowatts, such as an induction lagging power factor, and because in the magnetizing requirement must be supplied by a power factor sources. On the other hand, our excited synchronous motors and supply of a kilowatt from a motor in the field action, so such the synchronous motor is in the leading power factor. Power factor measured at the load, power factor measured at a generator. It abusing from a table of terms and following the lagging or often confusing. In order to avoid the confusion in the watt meter and the replacing of power factor meters, and the war meters has been a zero center point in the scale to the either side and the one level in the end and the other outs. The most industrial circuit of a kilowatt flow is in only one direction if each motor load, so the single scale voltmeter is customarily used. However, in a timeline transfer of circuit or in a watt meter within the center point should be used. Kilowatt reading are generally more useful than the power factor reading, as they indicate the actual magnitude and the magnetizing components. Thanks for watching my video. Please keep subscribe me. If you want any topic about the technical engineering, so please comment below. I will provide as soon as possible. Thanks for watching my video.